I don't think getting older is what makes us old. I think we get old when we stop taking chances, when our days become predictable, when comfort becomes more important than curiosity. You notice you're doing fewer things that scare you, fewer things that challenge you, and it's easy to blame age. But I'm starting to wonder if age gets more credit than it deserves. Maybe part of feeling young is feeling alive, and part of feeling old is being more worried about explaining your desires to people who really don't matter. Sometimes feeling alive means doing something that makes absolutely no sense to the comfortable version of you, like getting on a plane and going somewhere where you can't predict the outcome. There are times when we don't want to admit that changing our lives is still within our ability, because if we admit that, we also have to admit that staying where we are is a choice. And maybe that gets harder as we get older. We get really good at explaining why we shouldn't do something, why now isn't the right time, why the safe choice makes more sense, why maybe we'll do it next year. And slowly, our world gets smaller. There's nothing wrong with comfort, but I don't want to become so comfortable that I stop being curious about what else is out there. At some point, you have to stop asking for permission. You stop needing everybody to understand why you're going. You just know your heart is racing, you're nervous, you have no idea what's waiting for you when those doors open. And somehow, that's exactly why you need to go. Life isn't about executing a perfect plan. Sometimes you buy the ticket before you have all the answers. You get on the plane. You figure it out when you get there. Because being afraid of what we don't know can keep us trapped for longer than taking the leap ever will. An object at rest tends to stay at rest, and people can be the same way. The less we move, the less we want to move. The fewer chances we take, the bigger every chance starts to feel. Eventually, we call that getting old. Maybe sometimes it's just inertia. So I want to keep moving, take care of my body, go places, meet people, get lost, laugh, do things that make my heart beat a little faster, and keep the promises I made to myself. Because I know I'm getting older, but I'm not convinced that means my world has to get smaller. There's still more out there. More adventure, more laughter, more people, more places, more life. Sometimes, when you don't know exactly where you're going, the best thing you can do is just go. Get on the plane. Take the chance. Move. Because this isn't about asking, what do I have to lose? It's about realizing how much life there still is to gain.